Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello, friends, and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands, the Walla Medigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish firstly to pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter Bulungari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So this is not an ideal or a future dream or anything. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our families than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life can be sweet, we are naturally happy, and we are normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. So I'd suggest you share your skills with the rest of us, and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of, and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yano.
I am pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, Professor Mariella Herberstein.
Thank you very much, Chris, for your warm welcome to country, and I would also like to acknowledge that today we're meeting on the lands of the Watamallagal people of the Darug Nation, who are the custodians of these lands, and I pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging, and a very warm welcome to all our Indigenous graduates and guests here today. I think acknowledging the connection to the lands here is important personally, but I think it's also very important for the university in terms of setting a respectful engagement with our surroundings, with the people who have been looking after these lands for thousands of years. And it is not coincidental that we have renamed this campus the Wallumattagal campus of Macquarie University. So thank you again for your welcome. Colleagues, guests, families, and most importantly, graduates, welcome to today's ceremony. It is an honor and a pleasure to welcome you here today. I bring our graduates and our guests a very special greeting from the University Council, the governing body of the university. I hope that today's occasion will be a happy and memorable for all of you. Today we celebrate a wonderful achievement for those who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need a lot of excellent traits, including intelligence, an inquiring mind, determination, perseverance, patience, and you have made and you need to make a lot of sacrifices. You have worked very hard to get you here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you have accomplished so far. And we at the university are equally as proud of you, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and one of you as you walk across the stage in a few minutes. I do want to especially welcome the families, the supporters and friends of our graduates here who have been invited as guests, and I'm not sure if there is any children or babies with us. I just want to assure you that if children and babies are making quite a bit of a ruckus, I think that's absolutely expected of them. I think that's their job. And so do not, please don't feel compelled that you need to leave the graduation ceremony on account of that. I've chaired many meetings that were probably much more disruptive than your children ever could be. So stay here, please. I think it makes up for, or it generates a really family feel for this wonderful family occasion. Our invited guests, you have been invited by our graduates, and by the sheer invitation, I think is a reflection of how important your influence was on our graduates. And so I'd like to not just congratulate you, but also thank you for joining us for celebrating this great occasion with us. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, which is a tradition at graduation ceremonies. And today we have invited Dr. Alec Morgan, who is not just an alum of the university, but also an honorary senior lecturer in the Faculty of Arts. Dr. Morgan is a multi-award-winning filmmaker and with productions that have screened in many countries. His documentary credits include the landmark film Lousy Little Sixpence, that was the first that exposed the story of the stolen generation, and another film title which is called Admission Impossible, about the secret history of the white Australian policy. His innovative feature, Hunt Angels, won 8 awards, including 3 AACTA awards and the prestigious Joan Long Australian Film History Award. He directed the groundbreaking factual series Australia in Colour, one of SBS's highest rating productions, and his latest documentary, Ablaze, won the 2021 Victorian Premier's History Award and was screened on the ABC. So it's a great pleasure for me to now invite Dr. Morgan to deliver the occasional address.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to acknowledge Mariella, thank you, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and graduates and their families and their friends. Welcome. Congratulations to all of you. You made it. It's here, it's happening. It's an incredible achievement, and today we all rightly celebrate it. However, more likely there were times when you genuinely believed that this day was totally impossible. Yeah? Any nods? Can I see a nod or two? Yes, a few own up. When you're afraid you could never ever solve the seemingly unconquerable challenges that popped up along the way. Nights when you lay in the dark, eyes wide open, so scared you couldn't tell anybody. Yet somehow you got up, made the decision to keep going, and you did it. And for that, I congratulate you today. And I understand the excitement and fears of this special day. It wasn't so long ago that I was sitting out here graduating with my PhD. I started my university work later in life. Before that, and still am, happily working as a writer-director, making documentaries for television and cinema, many screened around the world. But I had no formal training when I was young. I just went out and did it. I was too restless to study, but incredibly curious. So making documentaries was my way of learning about the world. Many of my films are about Australia's past, particularly our history that we've overlooked or forgotten or allowed to remain silent. One of my earliest documentaries broke the story of the stolen generations, at a time before the name even existed, and virtually no one knew of that past, except, of course, those Aboriginal people who experienced firsthand the trauma of being removed from their families and loved ones. I've always been passionate about history. The author Henry Grazet wrote, "One purpose of history is to gain an understanding of the past so that we can make better decisions for our future. But in order to do that, we need knowledge of that past." And I see my role as bringing knowledge of the past to audiences so that better inform today about who we are and where we've come from. So as I grew older, I had an urge to do a PhD, to deepen my knowledge of cinema mainly, but I quickly hit a wall. I chose a subject that required me to write big words. I was utterly terrified. I'd missed out on learning big words. I can confess I don't even know what a noun is, and that's not even a big word, when I was young, because I was too busy writing movies and stories. And script writing, for any media graduates here today will know, the good sentence for someone like me is, "The cat sits on the mat." Why? Because it conjures up an image. You can all see a cat, you can see a mat. So filmmaking is about conjuring up images. Big words, well, you can't see them for a start. So I was about to quit, but like yourselves, after a few nights of wide-eyed terror, feeling as the dumbest person on earth, I decided to push ahead. But in order to do that, I needed a purpose. I quickly made one up: to contribute to furthering Indigenous education. My PhD topic had nothing remotely to do with Indigenous education, and that just popped into my head, so I went with it. I actually loved the PhD journey. I burnt up a lot of dictionaries, I read them, from front to back, and discovered another side of my brain. That's how I came to be sitting here where you are today. But there's more to this story, and it has to do mainly about purpose, and the purpose I created. Shortly after sitting here on graduation day, a 70-year-old silent film was discovered inside a vault in the National Film and Sound Archive in Canberra. No one knew how it got there or where it came from. It was a total mystery. Because it contained footage of Aboriginal people in the past, I was asked to have a look. And I immediately recognised one person in it, an Indigenous cultural leader from Victoria named William Bellonis. There were rumours by his family that Bill had made films, but they got burnt up in a caravan fire after he passed away in 1968. I was very intrigued. Was this footage made by Bill? If that was true, that would make him the first Aboriginal filmmaker. And researching Indigenous history can take a long time because of the scarcity of documentation, either destroyed or lost. And I didn't have the money really to pursue it. To my rescue came this very university. Completing my PhD meant that I could apply for a Macquarie University Research Fellowship. I did, and I got it. That allowed me to do the research over a period of time that it took and collaborate with Indigenous communities and with Bill's grandson, Cherokee owners, to record the stories of elders who knew Bill and to bring the untold story of Bill Onus and his remarkable achievements to the world. So this is how the latest documentary, Ablaze, was born. It has now been screened around the world and, most importantly, been used in Indigenous education. My deepest thanks, therefore, go to Macquarie University and all those who supported the film. But my point in telling this on your day of graduation is that sometimes you never know what challenges life will put before you. So I urge you never to forget the moment you choose not to give up on yourself and to complete your degree. Because of that decision, you will leave here better equipped to meet whatever challenges you may face. And because you didn't give up on yourself, you now carry a vital power to aid yourselves and others. Knowledge. Now, knowledge can be a skittish thing. It lies somewhere in our minds, curled up like a sleeping snail, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Now, I can't guarantee it's going to awaken later on when you're celebrating, when you have to choose between gobbling down a party pie with tomato sauce or a cream-filled lamington. But it will awaken when you meet your next challenge, your big one. And if you unite your knowledge with a genuine purpose, then who knows how the universe will conspire to help you achieve your goal. Today we are living through a time when the world is facing unprecedented challenges. It will require bright new thinkers and bold creative hearts like yourself to find the answers, the solutions, so that generations after you can live on and in harmony with our beautiful planet. And who knows, it might be your knowledge united with your purpose, with your bold dreams, that could play a vital part in making that a reality for us all. Today it's time to celebrate, and to celebrate those who supported you. And don't worry about deciding between the party pie or the lamington. Have them both. Knock yourself out. You earned it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Morgan, for your very inspiring words. I totally agree with you that life is full of challenges, life is full of opportunities, and you have already, our graduates have already met many challenges, and I am sure will throw themselves into the next upcoming challenges. The most urgent of which is that in a few minutes you will be walking across the stage towards the center where I will congratulate you. I won't be shaking hands as a part of trying to keep us all safe. So the decision you have to make is not party pie or Leamington, but whether to bow or to do an elbow bump. So I'll leave that decision to you. Just indicate to me so that I can respond accordingly. The challenge and the purpose to the families and friends is to be very noisy when your loved one comes across the stage. The noisier you are, I will stop with the graduate and we will try and identify where you are. We will stop, we will wave to you, and this is your opportunity to take your photo directly from the crowd. So don't hold back, please. But before we get into all of this, as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, I do look very much forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today, particularly if they're quite noisy and loud. And I look forward to conferring the degrees of those who have complied with the university's requirements of such awards. And I will now call on our acting registrar, Ms. Melinda Chadwick, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all the candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. I now call on Professor Chris Dixon, Interim Executive Dean from the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates. Professor Dixon.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, students and staff in the Faculty of Arts work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats, and reflect on the skills and knowledge they will need to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, education, English, geography and planning, Indigenous studies, international studies, law, media, music, communication and cultural studies, modern history, politics and international relations, philosophy, sociology and security studies and criminology. Interim Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic and Registrar, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. That's it, come on. Good start. Hayden Bromfield. Angela Carr. Hannah Conliffe. Caitlin Douglas. Callum Gilbert. David Grunstein. Felicia Kuhn. Vedika Madan. Simon Mashantio. Jeffrey Wing. Nathan White. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Science, Kieran Mooney. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Stephanie Abdal Radawi. Catherine Alfonso. Luke Baldacanio. Ji Ying Chan. Carly Chapman. Jessica Cheong. Someone wave. Vincent Chipri. Alyssa Chidino. Kiara Clemens. Alexandra Condon. Jacqueline Cooper. Olivia Cottam. Elise Crown. Verena Aurelia Delova. Raquel Dewsbury. Justine Dunn. Ashley Fenton. Michaela Ferrero. Lucinda Flores. Brianna Gwenjen. Gemma Harland. Tak Zhang Huang. Liam Jenkins. Rachel Jones. Eveline Carney. Peter Kozaitis. Courtney Lee Joe. Siobhan Luafatali Tai Mai Ono. Paige McIntosh. Candice McGregor. Gabriella Mitkovsky. Brigitte Nosa. Isabella Olajul. Emily Chuan. Ainsley Ramsbottom. Do you know where yours are? Do you know where yours are? Daniel Sandercock. Rebecca Savage. Allegra Sarah. Campbell Strong. Ayami Sugawara. Josephine Tang. Eureka Tanaka. Emily Tang. Eunice Tung. Amy Taylor. Michelle Zauhawi Unchan. Hugh Vandersea. Vanessa Veliotis. Sarah Wardle. Emily Waters. David Viernick. Cheryl Wong. Eric Yu. Sarah Lim Chun Yin. Pressure. Yu Xuan Yang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Media. Daniel Piggott. Xiao Zhang. Georgia Angelini. Juliana Asia. Stephanie Bailey. Thomas Benson. Beatrice Boone. Thomas Broom. Zach De Silva. Bridget Dirks. Rory Fisher. Laura Fitchett. Jack Fontes. Natasha Galasso. Max Gent. Adriana Gilio. Jade Griffiths. Alexandra James. Fatima Jinnat. Sean Katz. Amitis Halifa. Harsha Kumar. Mei Chu Lee. Sarah Lewis. Grace Llewellyn. Tamara Louise. Grace Mackay. Guy Middleton. Tiana Moini. Catherine Malloy. Curtis Nagel. Camille Nguyen. Ashlyn Ocampo. I think we have a winner. Bronte Piper. Mark Princhy. Isabella Ross. Tamar Selwood. Sarah Sindoni. Adelaide Smith. Georgia Staley. Madeline Taplin. Laura Vandersvaart. Annie Wallace. Michael Warren. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media and Communications. Husmig Dertaya Oslan. Sorry. No, I'm very sorry. Kiara Collinane. Apologies, everyone. Husmig Dertaya Osam. Madison Golding. Madeline Harris. Jessica Harvey. Naomi Heath. Brooke Irving. Carly Jacobson. Caitlin Jennings. Carla Latella. Emily Lagos. Jack Madigan. Tui Tien Nguyen. Jefferson Ortiz. Kira Pillay. Lachlan Schuster. Yuna Son. Rebecca Vanderveer. Fionn Williams. Alexandra Woutish. Faith Shuryuan Yap. Sarah Zariello. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Diploma of Languages. Sally Golletz. They had crossed her name off. Elena Callas. Sally. Sally Gillette. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Diploma of Languages, James Byron. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Creative Industries with the degree of Master of Media. Mukta Nilash Cholai. Nishtar. Joyce Edna Rosario.
Thanks.
Karan Shetty. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Communication with the degree of Master of International Relations. Soham Chakravarti. Maxine Nazari Ko. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Creative Industries. Mark Ryan. Isabel White. Interim Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic and Registrar. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation to doctoral degree. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Kausar Ali, for a thesis entitled Race, Power and the Internet, Digital Settler Colonialism and the Christchurch Massacre. Congratulations.
Love you too.
The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality, shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Belinda Hopper, for a thesis entitled The Minister's Wife, an exploration of the theology in the work of Marilyn Robinson. Well done. Dr. Mark Lewis, for a thesis entitled Concurrent Multiple Modalities, a practical and theoretical exploration of polytonal principles through improvisation and composition. Well done. Dr. Saba Vasefi, for a thesis entitled Accented Feminist Cinema, Revisionist Iranian Women Filmmakers. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic and Registrar, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I call on Dr. Saba Vasefi, who has graduated today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. She's just coming around now.
I would like to acknowledge that I'm speaking from the unceded sovereign lands of Wolomated Gol, people of Darug Nation. I would also like to emphasize the urgency of the fight for First Nations justice in this land today, as well as its important connection to the struggle for migrant and refugee justice in Australia too. There is a serendipity that today I am standing at Macquarie University, which is where I have spent my safest and the most constructive time in Australia in the 12 years since I fled from the totalitarian regime, Iran. My research in accented feminist cinema, revisionist Iranian women filmmakers and documentary film Solace, and the production of a web of inspiration that pin my present to the past. They are formed from hybrid experience of being born in Iran, enduring 8 years of war between Iran and Iraq, fleeing Iran with my little daughter Minerva, and seeking asylum in Australia, and living in a portable state of exile in Sydney. I was shattered by the harsh religious script of fundamentalists in Iran, and later stereotypes in Australia. Both rules located me under the shadow of a particular dominated group. But I yearned to embrace my own light and shadow. I was researching here in one of the most melancholic moments of my life, when exercising unprescribed, bare artistic freedom was the only thing that could give me a sense of emancipation. For political and legal reasons that punish free visual recording many of the cruelties and atrocities committed by fundamentalist regime like Iran cannot be captured, and so no evidence remains. For example, when I was a child, my grandmother looked after me while my mother was teaching at a school. One day, her anxious neighbor ran towards our yard. From her whispers with my grandmother, I learned that one of her sons had been executed and the other one was killed in prison by the government. When my mother came back from the school, I ran toward her, yelling, "Mom, Mom, did you know that our neighbor's son was killed in the prison and his mother is not allowed to hold a funeral?" My mother looked around in fear. "Shh," she said, and pushed me inside. She whispered that I should never talk about this with anybody. I had no accurate understanding of the circumstances, but I could feel it. I could feel the chaos in my bones and blood. Many years passed before I could fully understand that what happened to our neighbor. Her 18-year-old son already been executed, and now her 13-year-old son had also been killed in prison by the regime. They had both been political activists. The Iranian government forced one of my family's friends to pay a fee for the bullets so that she could receive her son's dead body and his clothes. Such an event could have been made into an observational documentary. However, even to this day, nobody dares make a film about these sort of issues inside Iran. Because of these limitations, I became so passionate about documentary filmmaking and journalism. The cure I discovered through education, the voice I have earned through creative expression, and the right I gained to speak about annihilated lives have empowered me more than ever to oppose discourager, doubter, name callers, and excluders. We are living in an age of heinous violence. Every aspect of education is an expression of non-violence action that enhance people's lives. Fellow graduates, we are all equipped with critical thinking now. So let's unite to turn theory into practice and work together to address exclusion as a serious matter and transform the lives of those who are overlooked and underestimated because of race, gender, sexual preference, disability, and social class. It is timely for academic institutions to set new agendas by being far more inclusive to make education and thereby job opportunities available to those previously excluded. In the name of the souls who suffer in silence, their face forever camouflaged, their voices stifled by tyranny, I would like to end with my poem, Dysphoric. می شکند ساز دلم ز بی صدایی ای تمام خواهش سازم کجایی من پرم از خاطره های تلخ و شیرین دلخوشم با یک کلام آشنایی. I orbit like a sun, forgetful of how to shed either light or warmth. I turn and turn, an aimless gypsy, the world's most frantic sunflower. We are not alone in our loneliness. Exile is a crowded solitude. The dysphoric world is overrun with outsiders, and I am an outsider. Look at the owl, see how holds her wings around her hollowness and sleeps. But every morning, she calls the broken branches perished. Do we think we are less than the bats that hang and intone their anguish to the dark? Are we less than the rooster whose early morning never knew a night? The clocks still run on Greenwich Mean Time, but perhaps this place is another time now And here, perhaps, it's xenophobia that faces the firing squad. And no longer will we need to dress up in disguise. We are not strangers anymore, neither strange nor strange. Here, alone, we are, all of us, kin. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Saba, for possibly the most stirring graduate address that I've ever witnessed. So thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for giving us a call to action, not to be silent for those who have been silenced. So I'd like to invite everyone just to thank Saba again.
From one singer to another, that was very powerful. Thank you, it was beautiful.
This voice belonged to Miss Angela Brewer, the CEO and Artistic Director of Coast Opera Australia. I'd really like you to join me again in thanking Angela. I would also like to thank our musicians here today. We have on the organ Heather Moyne-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Bruce Helmers. At every graduation, we have alumni who come and help out with the graduation. I'd like our alumni to please stand, and for you, please to join me in thanking our alumni. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in our relationship with Macquarie University, but it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, until the rest of your lives, you're part of a bigger Macquarie family, which is our network of alums. And as part of this network, this spans now over 200,000 alumni across the globe. We will certainly keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office, and we will hope that you will come back, visit the campus, attend more study with us, or just have a picnic, enjoy the sunshine on the lovely campus. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibility. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourself. I urge you to continue to work hard and to continue that work that has already brought you so far. And my hope is that as a graduate of Macquarie University, that you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I hope that you will always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today and have celebrated with you in a very loud manner, also in an attempt to embarrass you. So to acknowledge their contribution and to thank them for it, I'm going to ask you a few things. First, would all the new graduates please stand? I want you to place your testama on the seat behind you. Then turn to face your family and friends, and please return the favor and embarrass them by a mighty, loud applause. That's the spirit. You can turn around now, but don't sit down yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do pick up your testamas from the seat, since very soon the official party will leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduate. Please, might I ask everyone to stand? Shortly I will leave the official party, followed by everyone else, and I invite you all to join us for some light refreshments out in the courtyard. Again, to our graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and the very best wish for your future, fulfilled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness.